Hello and welcome to my channel, Lucille Williams with Christian Talk. Very glad you're here today. Today is just one of those days. I was talking to you yesterday. I'm like, I feel so happy. Everything's going great. As I'm caring for my husband through his knee replacement surgery and caring for him. And yesterday was a really good day. And yesterday somebody reached out to me, messaged me and said they were reading my book and they were loving it and they're quoting things from the book. And that just really made me feel good. That was just a nice way to start the day. Well, and then later in the day, I accidentally bumped his incision as I was it yesterday? Anyway, my watch, I talked about my watch, hit his incision and it started bleeding. Well, last night it got to the point where it just the whole bandage is just full of blood and it's seeping out, and he woke me up in the middle of the night. He's like, honey, I'm bleeding, and there's blood all over the sheet and on his sheet, and there's blood on his blanket, and it was just like blood everywhere. And so I, tried to clean him up, and I called, and a nurse was supposed to come out and change the bandage, and so I've been on the phone trying to make that happen today, and finally we have someone coming out. They were supposed to come out yesterday, but there was some confusion, and just so frustrating. Just one of those days. And then first thing this morning, I get an email that someone that said they would write an endorsement for my new book is too busy and they're not gonna be able to come through for the deadline. And I'm like, oh, like really? Like what else is gonna happen today? This is so frustrating. I mean, right now it's better because we know that the nurse is coming out, where this morning we didn't know. I was contacting the doctor. I'm like, he's bleeding. It's seeping out. Like what are we supposed to do? They're like, well, a nurse is gonna come out. They're gonna call you. It's like, finally we got something set up and someone's coming out, and it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. You just never know what you're going to be hit with. And then last night I felt so bad because the bandage was getting more bloody, and I felt like it was my fault because I accidentally hit it with my watch. And I just started bawling. I just felt so bad because it's like my fault. And but then my daughter said, Mom, maybe it was that was gonna happen anyway, and you touched it. It was already built up under there. So that made me feel a little better. But today, after the nurse takes the bandage off, and we'll see what's going on, and hopefully that'll tell us why it's bleeding so much. So in the meantime, he's bleeding out, and we're just waiting for the nurse to come. And it's so true. You just gotta take control of your own health care. People say you gotta be on top of your own health care, and you really do. So apparently the nurse was supposed to come yesterday, and nobody came out. So frustrating. I'm frustrated. It's just one of those days where I'm just like, okay, just hang in there. It's gonna be okay. And so what do you do when you're having a day like this, where just nothing seems to be going right? Like, that's just how my day feels. Nothing seems to be going right. And I'm just trying to pull it together, but I just can't seem to get a handle on things. And I think the thing to do is you just do the next right thing. What's the next step? What's the next right thing to do? And just do it. So I've been checking in with my husband. I've been cleaning up the house. I fixed myself up just a little bit because he's got another appointment with the chiropractor because his back is still giving him trouble. So I'm going to have to get him out and take care of that. We got physical therapy coming today. I mean, this is just an ongoing, never ending, don't know what's going to hit next today. So you just got to do the next right thing. So what's frustrating you today? Are you frustrated? I'm frustrated. You got to give your day to the Lord. Give it to God and say, okay, God, I'm frustrated. I'm going to give it to you. But then you just got to do the next right thing. Do the next right thing. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do the next right thing, one step at a time, one day at a time. And that's all I could do. But I'm a little frazzled today. I'm a little frazzled. Things are going kind of crazy. So thanks for watching. Hang out with me more often. Hit subscribe and check out my book, From Me to We. That's my first one. I have another one coming out in just a few months. That one's titled The Intimacy You Crave, and I'm really excited about that one. And so, that's it. And until next time, always choose love because love never fails.